don't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. Right, come right. This morning, this evening, whatever time it may be, this is your Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones, and I have a special guest with me this morning, early evening time, whatever you may be, anywhere in the world. You got that Talk Beat Jones. Remember, we come on the air every Wednesday. The time is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Every Wednesday, we're live, and of course, you can watch us on that R.J. Watkins page, where right now you are able to see us right here on TV 33 WHPR, and we go around the world. You go around the world. Remember, you can go into, what is that? Talk Beat. Yes, it is. It's Talk Beat. They keep saying that Talk Beat show, that Billy Jones guy. He's working it. He's pushing it. Today, we're going to give you some entertainment. That's right. Tell your folks, we're going to give you some entertainment this morning, this evening, whatever time it may be. And if you missed the live show, of course, you can watch it on a Sunday on 15.2. That's right, 15.2. We're right there as well. So again, the Talk Beat Jones, YouTube, TV 33, on demand. You can pick us up that particular style as well as we go around the world. And one more time, I want to do this and say to you, thank you for all the great, wonderful sharing and speaking about the Talk Beat Jones, as we're getting great information, great conversations from people speaking from around the world, letting us know this is so wonderful because, again, if you didn't understand how to speak English at times, you didn't know how to have that conversational style of English, communicating, etc., this is your show. This is your time. This is your time to watch the Talk Beat Jones. And again, thank you for watching the Talk Beat Jones. We're on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. And, of course, you're able to pick us up on that R.J. Watkins page, and it comes in live. And if you miss it live, you can stay with that R.J. Watkins page, and you can scroll down and you can see it again because it's right there. And, of course, you can watch it on that YouTube, TV 33, on demand, any given time, any daytime, nighttime, whatever time, good time. You just want to see the show, you can go to YouTube, TV 33, on demand, and you can pull it up. This again is your Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy E. Jones. I have a special guest today. My special guest, sir, would you help us with your name?
My name is Armando.
They say it's so good, Armando. You gotta say it twice. You know that. Armando.
Yes.
I had an opportunity to hear you, and I walked away, and I was saying, Armando. I had to say it 3 times, Armando. Your voice, Armando, is just incredible.
I appreciate it.
It's incredible. So if Mr. R.J. Watkins and Mr. Henry Tyler happen to be listening to the program today, they do events, they do shows, and they often look for wonderful, great entertainment. Sir, I'm speaking to the boss man himself. The bosses, that's Mr. R.J. Watkins and Mr. Henry Tyler, and also Miss Maxine Willis. And let you know, got one here. I got one here, and you're going to find out why sometimes Billy can pick a star early. This is coming up to you. In fact, Armando, tell him, when did you start singing?
I started singing when I was about, professionally, believe it or not, 11 years old.
Hold up, just a kid?
Just a kid.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and talk to us about that.
Yeah, a teacher of ours, we did a talent show.
Okay.
And she said, I want you to know that you guys are professionals. So she said, I'm going to pay you. And she said, that's what professional means, you get paid.
That's right.
She paid us a quarter a piece.
That's right. That's right.
And a Faygo pop and some chips.
Ooh, big time.
And she told me never sing without getting paid.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You got to get an exchange for your talent.
Exactly.
That's why the college ball players are saying, hey, you got to pay us in some form because we're giving you to the universities, to the colleges and such. We're giving you and making all this money. You telling us that we're not supposed to get paid, but we're making you the money. So if we're the entertainment, pay us.
Exactly.
Find a way to pay us. And they're doing that.
Somebody's getting paid.
Somebody's getting paid, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So once you started your journey, what happened?
Well, after we did that as a youngster and everybody started giving you praise and stuff, we put together a group and called With Harmony.
With Harmony. That was the name of the group?
That was the name of the group.
Now, about how old were you at that time?
13.
13. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. New Edition style.
Yeah, New Edition style. And then I moved to Los Angeles, and then I started doing my solo career out there.
Oh, so you did solo.
Yes.
Okay. And how did that work out for you?
Wonderful. I'm still doing solo to the day.
When I saw you was doing solo,
Yes.
and I was just amazed. But continue, please.
Yes, and then,
And for those who are just watching, my guest's name is Armando Armando.
First name, same as the last.
Same as the last. Go right ahead, sir.
Yes, and, being blessed in the business, I had a talk with my spiritual father
Yes, sir.
up above.
Yes, sir.
And he
That's a
said,
good thing.
give back to the people that needs it, that can't afford to come out. So I sing at all the convalescent centers around southeastern Michigan.
And I want to say this. What was different was people who would come and say, well, you just go in there, you got that sit-down audience, and they're just grateful, etc. However, you got people go through the motions just because I'm just there.
Exactly.
I was amazed. I was amazed because you were singing to the crowd. You were entertaining. Back where I'm from, they call it taining.
Okay.
and that's what caught my eye. That's what caught my eye. You were not just there saying, "Well, I'm gonna be here for this time, that just because, and I'm gonna be gone."
No, I don't.
You gave a stand-up crowd type of thing. When I say a standing applause type of crowd, because you put your heart, you put your spirit, you put your soul. I sat there and I just could not believe that I was watching and seeing this type of performance with the voice that I was able to listen to. Totally mesmerizing.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate you saying that also, because I don't take them for granted.
Yes.
I give them just what I would give anybody on the big stage.
Yes.
And I make them I let them become a part of the show also, so they can be a part of it, have a good time, and it's really enjoy themselves.
They were
for that hour.
They were.
That's important to me.
That's what I looked around and boy, they was grooving with you, man.
I heard the Temptations say, "Don't matter how big or small the crowd.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody deserves a good show."
Speaking of the Temptations, etc., have you performed with other groups, or did you always have a group that you guys came together and as singers and made a group, or how did that work?
I performed with many groups, but
Give me some names.
the Miracles Review.
The Miracles Review.
Oh yes,
Okay.
went all around the world with that group on the big stage. Gave you a picture of us at the Fillmore. We was at the Fillmore, and that was televised.
Fillmore in San Francisco.
No, right here in Michigan.
Oh, you got listen.
Yeah, right,
listen.
right by the Fox.
We wanted because I want the reason I said that is we have folks who would think that you're speaking of the Fillmore in San Francisco. There's a
Okay.
Fillmore in San Francisco.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, right here in Detroit, Michigan, and we was on the show with Ruben Studdard. It was a wonderful show.
Ruben Studdard as well.
Yeah, Ruben Studdard was
Okay.
on the show as well.
Okay. Now you got this picture. What is this about?
That's a picture. We was backstage. It's a group from Detroit, fabulous group called The Ladies, and we just took a picture together. You know, we happened to have on the same color.
Coordinated.
Wonderful show too.
Looked great. Looked great. Continue, please, brother.
And you know, just group called Phase 5. Shout out to them. They're a wonderful group. Also been a group. A member of In Flight. And this new
Wait,
group.
hold up. Don't slide past In Flight now. Don't slide past In Flight.
Yeah.
Give us a little history on what you and your association with In Flight.
Well, me and In Flight, we even recorded together. Made an original song called Body Groove.
Body Groove.
Yes, a wonderful song that I wrote, produced, and arranged.
That's your song?
That's my song.
Wow. So you don't just put the voice in there. You also do the work.
I do the work, you know, in the studio. Engineering is really my thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
laying different tracks.
Now, what is that? And we're gonna come back to you. Now, what is it like with all that big board and you got all these knobs and things you're pushing up and down? And say, what are you trying to find? What are they trying to merge together?
You're trying to blend each level. Like first tenor, you might want on certain songs to stand out a little more, and then you might on different songs want the lower notes to stand out. Just finding the balance.
Well, like New Edition, being an untrained ear, when I'd hear them sing, I'd wonder why they didn't have the guy with the thin voice, the lead singer, why they didn't have his his voice a little stronger in terms of volume-wise. And then I listen and I say, man, that's so smooth the way they got that. It's just mellowed into it. And the way he say his words, it was just fantastic. So it's like that person on the board, they have a lot to do with hit records, don't they? Hit music.
They have all to do with it. They have all to do with it because they're giving you what you hear.
Yes, yes. So it takes a special ear for that person at the board
to put it in the mix.
So he's like the orchestra person, the conductor.
Exactly.
Okay. So shout out to the board persons. It's like our
the engineers.
It's like our engineer here is if he has to take care of everything, and we do our programs here, family. We around the world we do our programs live, and if you've ever watched live broadcast, and they show you behind the scenes with them sometimes. You'll see all the camera people. You'll see all the floor directors. You'll see all the different board directors doing this, et cetera, et cetera. But I'll tell you this, the beautiful thing about having black training is our engineers, they understand how to do all of those things by themselves. Everything is set up with one person doing all of those things by themselves. So that's the way it is operated. We do with one person what other stations take 12 people, a minimum of 8 people. We do it one person, everything. Just want to give a shout out to our guy back there today. But
Yes.
Continue, please.
Yes, and that was just another group. But I've been with many groups, and I had my own group.
Mm-hmm.
It's called For Pleasure.
Okay, is that it?
That's us with the Miracles. That's
Okay.
at the Fillmore.
Okay.
Wonderful guys. Hassan to the left, Mark Scott right next to him,
Okay.
then myself,
Okay.
Armando, and then Damon Trice.
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful guys. Now, we had a heck of a sound. Really. I'm not saying that because I was in it, but that was one of the best groups I've been with.
Now, what made that particular collection of guys so great in your mind?
Sometimes you just can find the right. Like, I'll take it like this: the Temptations, when they had many members,
Right.
but when they had David, Paul, Otis, Melvin,
Eddie.
and Eddie, that was the perfect blend.
Okay.
And that right there was the perfect blend.
Okay. So even though the Temptations was bringing different singers in to replace David,
Which was good. Not taking none from them.
no. I'm saying you're saying that it's like anything else. You the blend. So you're saying the voices that blended with the David-led Temptations,
Just go together.
that was the bomb.
So, yeah, that was the bomb.
Okay, okay. You know,
You know.
so it's like there's no diss. It's just a comparison saying this is what the blend of that
Yeah.
group was really great. Okay,
And that's what we had.
okay. What they had. Okay, now Armando,
Yes.
you're sitting here. When you were writing songs, writing music, what area, what type of mental state, where do you have to be to write music, and how long does it take to maybe from start to finish do a song?
Well, you come up with a melody. Sometimes you can just come out your sleep with a melody, and you try to capture it on a recording. And then after you do that, you come back later and put some chords to it on the piano
So you're speaking of that music track hits in your brain first.
first.
Okay.
And then you give it some chords, and then
Now for
the
those who
easy
don't
part
know,
is the words.
now for those who don't
For me.
understand, when you say chords, is that some type of instrument, or you like a curtain you're pulling it down?
Chords from the piano.
Chords in the piano, so you got different notes, and you
Like
go
if you just hit a note, like you just hit do do do, you find harmony notes on the keyboard that goes with that.
For those folks who don't know, I took trumpet from the fourth grade to the from the fourth grade to the eighth grade, and
Yeah.
I won a blue ribbon in playing the trumpet, but wasn't really good at it. But didn't have the love, and that's the thing. You got to have the love for what you're doing. So continue, please, sir.
And then once you come with a chorus, which is the hook, the hook of the song.
Now
Like,
the hook, we often hear is that like Captain Hook that had the hand and had a hook on his, or
it's what you get to the chorus and was mostly like in my song,
give me one.
you know.
Hit a little something. Show me.
Every time that I see your face, I love you more. Every day, 'cause the way that you make me feel, oh, it feels so real. Always get a thrill when you're near. Ooh, I love you so, don't you know? Oh, baby girl, ooh, I love you so, don't you know? See, I love you so is the hook.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to jump in on that one, boy. I tell you, I was gonna mess you up.
Come on in.
But here's the thing.
Jump on in.
I'm a typical brother that when you hear a song, it's like street. Back in the day, we on the corner,
Yeah.
and I tried that, and they told me, "Son, brother, you can you go play ball or something?" Singing is not your thing. But I was sitting there about to go, ooh. All right. That's why most of us can't do it, what you can do. Now, that was really, really nice. How did you do that? How do you make your voice quiver and hang with these notes and stuff and change up and down? How does that work? Why we can't just
got
do
to
it?
feel the music. You just got, you put yourself into the song, just don't, like you said, just don't sing the song. Put yourself into the song like you're really singing. Oh, girl, you know what I mean? Just give it the feeling.
Yeah.
And it just come out the way it come out.
Oh, girl. See, it don't work the same. For those who like to try, I did mine. But
like you mean it. That's all.
When you are writing, what temperament are you in?
Well, you got to just be at peace. You know what I'm saying? And when you're a music lover, all you got to do is just touch your keyboards, and as soon as the sound comes up to you, it relaxes you and puts you right where you need to be.
Now, you're right where you need to be on that shot that we're going to bring back. And tell us about that shot.
I was doing a veterans show out in way up north. I think anyway, it's where you go on Rochester Road out take it where it ends out into the woods.
Yes.
Doing a Veterans Day thing there, and we was setting up, and I just took a photo.
Shout out to our veterans.
Amen.
And how about here real quick?
I was at the H. Wright Museum doing a private affair there. It's for a wedding, and just having fun.
So, Armando, Now, what does it take to book you to come and perform, and what type of venues do you accept invitations to come and perform?
I do all occasions, mostly. And anybody can reach me at 313 area code 492 2681.
Give me that number again. Now, this is to book you, so the agent or the persons who are interested and got the money
Exactly.
would want to call you and talk to you about the event and how and why they want you. Or they say, Armando, we're having an event on such date. Can you be available? How do they do that?
Just call me, like I said, at 313
313
492
492
2681.
2681.
That is correct.
Okay. And that's to book you into a venue. And you don't say what type of venue. It's like if they got a venue, they can talk to Armando about making it pop off, right?
For all occasions.
For all occasions. Now, do you curtail or do you put your music, select certain type of music for the different venues that you may be attending or taking care of?
Exactly. You know, if I'm at a older event, I like to ask them what type of music they like.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, my reservoir is so wide. I do all kinds of music, from country western to gospel, R&B,
I'm going to
rock
put you
and
on
roll.
the spot. I want you, and family, I want you to understand, I just met this man. I only spoke to him after I listened to him sing and let him know, all I know is I wanted him here so that the world could see this man sing. That's all. Everything I'm asking you right now is off the top of our heads. So, Mr. Armando, you say that you sing different styles of music.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can you give me 30 seconds of going like a clip of the different venues that you sing in?
Okay. Like I
And
do
now you go in your camera.
my bread and butter is my Motown sound. You know, I starts off with when the Isley Brothers were with you know, Motown, you know. This old heart of mine been broke 1,000 times. Each time you break away, I feel you're gone to stay. Lonely nights they come, memories they go, bringing us back again, hurting me more and more. But maybe it's my mistake to show this love I feel inside. 'Cause each day that passes by, you got me never knowing if I'm coming or going, but I love you. You know the song.
Yeah. Now give me another venue. Give me another style.
And then, you know, my R&B, when I do a 70s soul jam, you know, everybody knows Al Green, right?
Yeah, well, we don't really know how.
Sha la 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 la, whoa, baby.
Do it.
Yeah. Sha la 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 la, whoa, baby. Yeah.
All right. Now give me a country western.
Country western, penny lover, don't walk on by. Penny lover, you're my one desire. Tell me, baby, could this be true? That I could need someone like I need you.
Give me a love song from Armando.
Ooh, that's a good one right there. A love song. Lady, lady.
All you got to do is say, lady. You know, this is what's so wonderful. And you're just sitting here going through some various different things that we're throwing out, family. So I wanted you to see the talent that TV33 WHPR 15.2 is able to bring to you. If you have this type of talent, you have this type of idea for a program, etc., you want to call 313
492
Okay, go right ahead.
2681.
Do it again.
313-492-2681.
That's Armando.
Armando.
And Armando, we're preparing. Sure, I did take a commercial break. But before we go to commercial break, what is it that it takes to be a solo artist, and the difference between being a solo artist and being an artist that is blended into a group of other singers?
Well, it's easier, I should say, to be in a group because you're doing different parts and everything. You know.
Oh, it's easier to be in a group?
Yeah, solo is a whole different monster.
Wow.
You know, because you're one person that got to grab everybody's attention.
Okay.
And once you grab it, you got to keep it. Because once you lose it, you lost it.
Okay. So that person that decides that they want to be the solo artist,
Yes.
is that just their creative mindset, or is that ego? Because now ego, when I say that, family, ego is good. It's confidence within yourself. So it's not that, oh, you got so much ego. It's not that. It is an admiration for the person who feels that they can go out and do what by themselves?
Grab an audience and keep their attention and really entertain them where they just see you. See, with a group, if you fall off, somebody else can pick up.
Okay.
You know, they got 4 or 5 other people to look at.
Okay. And if you're not really feeling it that night, the other
Somebody
guys
else can take the slack.
got it.
But when you're a front man, you got to be a front man, and everybody can be a front man.
Okay.
You know, vocally, you got to be able to sing for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours.
And got to
That's
come
not
back
easy
and do
to
another
do.
set and sing it again.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you got to be physically in shape. You know, as to a group, like I said, you can rely on other people.
Okay. And so how do you make that transition from being in a group to going out performing by yourselves?
It's like this.
Well, I'll tell you what, seeing is greater than just speaking. So what we want to do is give them a little bit of taste as we're preparing to go to a commercial break. I want you to prepare your microphones for you to be able to stand up.
Okay.
And we're going to just get just a little taste as we get ready to go into the commercial break. And family, I do want you to understand, we want you to get this lemon burn and start talking about getting yourself ready to feel good. But right now, we're going to bring to you, Armando, just a little taste as we prepare to go to a commercial break. So, Armando, take it away, and we'll be back with the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy E. Jones, and my guest person is Mr. Armando, and we'll be back after Armando does his thing, and we go to a commercial break. Take it, Armando.
Hey, sexy lady, come over here. I got something I want to whisper in your ear. You look so fine and your body's so sweet. Girl, come on and move your body close to me. I like the way you move your body. The way you dance, it blows my mind, girl. Everything just moves in time, oh baby. So come on, girl, and dance for me. Let your body move, do the body groove. Yeah, hey, come on, let your body move, do the body groove. All night long, let your body move, do the body groove. Hey, baby, come on, let your body move, do the body groove. All night long. Woo!
All right.
Hi, this is Lawanda.
This is RJ Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you. Because you know healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Generational wealth. No risk, no reward. All entrepreneurs. Get yours personalized with your business's name or logo. Order yours today. GenerationalWealthForLife.com or call 313-220-9433. That's 313-220-9433. Generational wealth. No risk, no reward.
You know what it is, generational wealth.
TV 33 is moving to WHPS TV channel 15.2. Make sure to rescan the channels on your TV. Then go to WHPS channel 15.2 to pick up TV 33 and all of your favorite shows. The move is on, and we want you to move with us to WHPS channel 15.2.
Have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. Our family want to thank you for joining us here at the TV 33, WHPR, WHPS. And I am Billy E. Jones, and I have a wonderful, great guest. Remember, you can watch the Talk Beat Jones every Wednesday. We're live from 10 a.m. to 11. And, of course, you can watch us again. You can watch it live on the R.J. Watkins page. You go to that situation where they got like a camera shot, stroll it. You can see it live. And if you miss it live, you can still go back to it, and we'll be there in on the R.J. Watkins page. You can also go to YouTube, TV 33, on demand, and in that particular section, you can see it at any given time. We just go to it, look at the date, see the picture possibly, and pull it up, and you'll see the show in its entirety. It's just a great thing that we have going on for the community, for the world to see what's going on at this wonderful, great station under the direction of Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, and Miss Willis. It is just wonderful, just great. So again, if you want information, if you want a show, if you want to be a part of TV 33, WHPR, WHPS, call 313-868-6612. That number again to call is 313-868-6612. And they'll tell you how you can have a show at this wonderful, great station. Then, Mr. Mondo.
Yes.
You're here.
Mm-hmm.
You're being on the camera. You're being with the folks. How do you feel?
I feel wonderful this morning. It's a wonderful day.
Talk to your fans.
And I feel blessed just to be here with Billy E. Jones.
Thank you, sir.
Doing this show.
Thank you.
And when we first met, I was at an event performing, and we just communicated. It was after the show, and I said, yeah, I would love to do your show. And I want to thank you for having me.
My brother, I mean, this is a great pleasure because, again, you are have a fantastic voice, a great personality, and I wanted the world through this station to see what we can bring and offer for the viewing audience around the world.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, that's again. Now, with all that said and done, I know what they're saying. Let him sing again, Billy Jones. Get out the way. Let him sing again. So I'm gonna step out the sideline and go back and move over and you just take it, sir, and sit it down first. Oh, go ahead. You want to stand up? It's your show.
It don't matter.
It don't. What? Right, just from right there. Do it right there.
Yeah.
Start right there, and then you can stand up. Go ahead and show them how a singer.
I'm missing you. I'm missing you. I'm still missing you. Yeah, baby. To my woman, I miss your love. I'm thinking of you, baby.
Come on now.
To my woman,
Yes.
to my woman.
Go ahead and feel it.
Oh, I miss your love.
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking of you, baby, yeah. Ever since you went away, my life has been in an awful state. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes, baby, I can't eat a bite. Girl, I can't even sleep at night for wanting to hold you tight, baby, because you're my woman. You're my woman. Oh, and I miss your love. I keep thinking of you, baby. Ooh, woman, my pretty woman. Oh, I miss your love. I keep thinking of you, baby. Yeah. Girl, I know I did you wrong when I stayed out all night long. Mm-hmm. You know what you told me, baby. I should have took more time. Yes, to spend quality time, baby, with you, lady. Let me ask you one thing. Just give me a second chance. Girl, I'm going to be a better man. Mm-hmm. You know what I do, baby? I'll take you out on the town to all of the finest places, girl. Mm-hmm. Because you're my woman. You're my woman. Oh, and I miss your love. I keep thinking of you, baby. Ooh, woman, my pretty woman. Oh, I miss your love. I keep thinking of you, baby. Yeah.
Armando.
Now, that's a love song.
Yes, that's Armando family doing his thing right here on the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy E. Jones, and again, we're bringing it to you live from the studios of WHPR, WHPS. Armando. It's so good, you got to say it twice. Armando. So, sir, once again, for the audience out there that want to book you, give them a number.
Yes, once again, the number for booking is 313-492-2681. 313-492-2681. Looking forward to meeting you.
All right. Mr. Armando, it has been such a pleasure, such a wonderful event to have you here
My
on
pleasure.
Talk Beat Jones. Again, I am Billy E. Jones. Don't you even think about going anywhere, because we got more coming to you on this program, the Talk Beat Jones. Stay right there. Be right back. You wouldn't have to go anywhere, because this is the Talk Beat Jones. Talk Beat Jones. Once again, I am Billy E. Jones, and family, want to thank you for watching the Talk Beat Jones. Remember, we're on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m., and you can pick us up on 15.2 also. Tune into the R.J. Watkins page and look in that camera, that black and white, the camera part. You're able to watch the program live, and if you miss it live, you're, again, able to watch and see the program in its entirety. Go to also YouTube, TV33 on demand, and you can pick us up. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing as we go around the world on the Talk Beat Jones program with Billy E. Jones. And I have a great guest, so I don't want to have a lot of conversation with myself and you, my fans, my family, my just beautiful people. Continue to share, continue to like the Talk Beat Jones. And young lady, tell us, introduce yourself to our worldwide audience.
Well, hello, Billy Jones and the
Hello.
Billy Jones family. Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here and join you today. I love being on with you because this is such an important program, and being able to share my program is a delight. I represent Becoming Me. I am a registered nurse. I'm a nurse practitioner, and for years I worked here in Highland Park. I had a teen health center with the Detroit Osteopathic Hospital. I learned so much. The teens taught me a great deal. And one of the important things that they taught me was that don't wait to tell us about what's coming next in our lives in adolescence until we're 16 and 17 years old. Adolescence is a very challenging time, and it's an important time to really let young people know what's next on the agenda. So we want to start early because becoming an adult is big business. It's important business. And it's the business of adults to share with young people the importance of growing up and how to cope with growing up in today's very challenging world.
Well, tell me, how did you come up with this Tell Me About Me workshop?
One of the things that I did learn in Highland Park when we had the Teen Health Center was that we often began to work with teens when they were involved with challenging situations, the challenge of teenage pregnancy, the challenge of running away from home, the challenge of coping with difficult relationships, be it with boyfriends or mothers, or being in a foster home. The time to start helping young people negotiate adolescence is not when they're 16 and 17. Rather, let's start in the beginning. We know that adolescence and the changes of puberty start, especially for black and brown young girls, starts as early as 8 and 9
8?
years old. So we need to take up.
Well, hold on just a moment. 8 years of age? Now, so what is different between just growing and puberty starting at 8, 9 years of old? I mean, this is totally. I'm totally shocked.
Well,
They tell us about 12, 13.
oh, no. The changes of puberty, that is the physical changes of puberty that begin to introduce the physicality of being an adult, start as early as 8 years old for adolescent girls.
Okay.
Now, boys, it may start 10 and 11. Don't think that you're going to leave them behind. They catch up.
Okay.
But girls start earlier.
Had no idea that our little princesses are going through these changes as young as 8, 9 years of age. Wow. That is totally enlightening. So men, especially to us. So why is this not a conversation that you started this workshop, but so why is it something that just mothers and daughters can have just themselves? So why the workshop?
Our workshops are not intended to replace mothers and daughters having conversations. Our workshops are to open the door for mothers and daughters to begin those important conversations. This is a very challenging world that we're living in. We're living in unprecedented times. And mothers are coping, especially mothers who are single mothers, mothers who are foster mothers, grandmothers who have had to take on the role of motherhood for a second time. This is very challenging. The finances, the social, negotiating, all the issues Sometimes the issue of helping a young girl come into adolescence and to grow and begin growth into young womanhood kind of takes a back seat. But I'm here to tell you that we should not allow that to take the back seat.
Okay.
Because if we neglect it, be thinking that there's still our little young princess, that little young princess is growing up into a young adult, young woman.
Okay.
And we need to take those important conversations. That's what the workshops are designed to help introduce those important conversations.
Now, I see that you have 4 workshops. Why is it that you just couldn't put everything into one workshop? Why is it necessary that you have 4 different workshops?
Oh, Mr. Billy Jones, I could tell you, it could be a long-term mentoring session that could last a year easily. We want to introduce these conversations. We want to introduce the changes, the physical changes that happen with your body. And we're also about the business of listening to our young people.
Okay.
The importance of hearing their questions. Because believe me, you may think that it's too early to start these conversations, but TikTok and the street have already begun these conversations.
We'll say it again now. TikTok and the streets. Now, you put something together. TikTok, the media, and the streets, which is the everyday life that they are. Can you give us a little understanding about the difference between TikTok and the streets and those who are uninformed, who don't have the understanding about this information that you're bringing?
The media plays such an important role in helping and teaching our young people. Much more important than it really should, because the media gives such a false impression of beauty, of womanhood,
Okay.
and what it means to be a young woman. We have got to dispel many of those notions of false impressions of what it is to be beautiful.
Okay.
So many of our young girls feel like I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm too fat, I'm too small. We have to help our young girls come to an acceptance of and a love of their bodies and a love of who they are, understanding of their emotions and how to cope with those emotions, and how to deal with other people who may say, oh, you're too dark, you're too short, you're too small. We have to equip them with the tools of saying, oh, no, you're wrong. I'm just dark enough.
Ooh,
I'm just
sweet
tall
as the
enough.
berry. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
We've got to have
Come on now.
those important conversations because we have to balance the conversations that they're going to hear in the street.
Come on now.
I once heard a father say, I don't want the first time my daughter hears that she's beautiful from some young man trying to go too far.
All right.
I want her to know she's beautiful before she walks out the door.
Come on now.
So these are important conversations. I mean, critical conversations.
So are you saying that that mental image should start from the home, regardless of what other folks think about your child? Regardless of what other folks look and say she or he looks like? You're saying that imagery should start from that home person, letting them know that what they actually look like, the beauty, the handsomeness, the person that they are should be forming. You tell me, am I talking?
You got it.
I mean, you tell
the
them.
Roots, the roots of who you are begin with the people who are most important to you in your life.
Okay.
That's the roots. That's where we grow strong.
Okay. And so what is it that goes on between a mother and a daughter in these conversations?
Many times parents say, I don't know how to start it. I don't know what to say. You don't have to start it. All you have to do is say, you know, I see you're growing up now. I see you're getting taller. That means that things are changing for you. Why don't we have a talk about some of the questions you have? Letting them know that this is a safe space and I am open to a conversation with you. That's the most important thing that we can do for our girls, to let them know, I am making space for you. I see you. I see that you're growing up. It's not going to be overwhelming because we're going to go through this together.
Girls have a better self view of themselves when they have an open conversation with their parents. They know that I can talk to my mother about anything.
Anything.
She may not have all the answers, but we will explore those questions together.
How is it that a mother, and guys, I know that you have these thoughts too, but we're talking about mother-daughter relationships at this point. How do you talk to a young lady who is going through the age that their friends' bodies are developing and their body is not developing? That how is that? And then on the flip side, the young lady who is developing earlier than her friends. Can you give us that two scenarios, please?
Oh, that is such a critical component to the conversation. We have to let our girls know that where you are is normal, and there is such a wide variance of what is normal. We have to explain to our girls that when it's time, when your brain signals it's time for you to start growing and developing, it's time for you to start growing taller, you're going to be different than everybody else. Don't try to fit in when you were destined to be different. We have to let our girls know it's okay. It's normal to be different. Whether you started early or you're starting later, it's going to be okay. You're going to catch up, and it's going to be in your time. So let's be patient, because your growth and development doesn't depend upon Susie or Mary or the girl sitting next to you. It's on your time, and you are uniquely different. We have to let them know that being different is okay.
Now, what about that young lady that starts developing into her feminine look as a young adult very early, and she stands out? What do we say to that young lady in which all of her other little friends are still being like little friends, and she is that lady look, ain't a little girl, but she's still a little girl? What do we say to her?
That's a very important conversation to have, because believe it or not, she may be feeling just as awkward
Thank you.
as the young girl who has not begun to develop. And oftentimes can be other girls who may be looking at her and wishing that they will make her the butt of jokes.
Yes.
And so it's important for her to accept and have her mother know, yes, you are growing up. You're a little bit more advanced, but I was too. Because often girls will mirror the road that their mother or their grandmother or sister may have had. Said, I experienced that too, but it's okay. You don't have to be feeling awkward or that you're less than. It's just happening to you a little sooner. They'll catch up, and believe me, they wish that they were with you right now. So be patient with them, because they're not where you are now, but they're coming. Be happy with where you are. It's a process. It's an ongoing conversation to help young girls feel they're normal, they're okay, and I'm so proud of you just the way you are.
With that comes the question. This young baby that has the body that makes her seem to be much older. Now, being on the real tip, you've got young boys and you got young men that are looking strictly at that body.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell the mother and the daughter in terms of what to look out for, and how do they mentally prepare that young lady, because she has a different road to travel?
Absolutely.
Can you tell us a little something about how would you talk to a person of that situation?
I think that you definitely have to prepare them for advances that young boys may make to them, as well as some men.
Mm-hmm.
You have to prepare them for that and let them know that this is coming. But these are experiences that do not relate to you as a person, but just to your physical body. And you don't accept anyone who is just looking at a physical body. You want someone who knows who you are, because you're more than your body. You are not just your body. And so Junior down the street may be whistling
Talk to them.
and talking, but Junior down the street is just whistling and talking to a body. And you let him know, all right, you whistling and talking and telling me how pretty I am. I know I am. But that doesn't entitle you to anything more than acknowledging that you have good eyesight.
Now, once again, would you tell the audience who you are and what you're about?
My name is Janice Burnett. I'm a nurse practitioner, and my specialty is female health. I work particularly with adolescents. I've worked with males and females, but my background is maternal child health. And I am a coach for Becoming Me workshops, that is 4 workshops that are for mothers and daughters, ages 9 through 12. We're going to begin at the beginning.
Now tell us, when and where are these workshops offered, and how do people get involved? And do you look for outside financing, or is it strictly from the workshops?
It's from the workshops. We are vendors that go to various agencies. We have been to Dr. Dumas's Full and Beautiful, and we're talking with other agencies, Y, as well as other Matrix and Human Services. We present our workshops to other agencies, and the agencies bring their girls and mothers and families into it.
And if there is a group or an agency that would like to have your services, how would they contact you?
Oh, you can contact me through my telephone number is 313-647-8799. And we would certainly love to schedule a workshop at your convenience, and we tailor it to meet the needs of your particular group.
Give us that number once again to contact you for potential workshops.
That number once again is 313-647-8799.
Now, here's a question I know the guys out there wanting to know. Do you have workshops that work for men and sons, or is it strictly for ladies and their daughters?
These workshops are for girls and their mothers. We have other groups that do work with young men, but that I can refer you to. But these workshops are for early adolescent girls and their mothers.
All right. I want to thank you for being a guest today on the Talk B. Jones show. Again, Mr. R.J. Watkins, I want to thank you very much, sir, for this guest. And again, family, this is Talk B. Jones. Again, I am Billy Jones. Remember, we're on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11. And I want to say to my father, we love you, Dad. How about that? And we'll see you very soon. Don't forget, let your friends know that you like the program. Share it. I am Billy E. Jones. Have a great time. Oh, don't forget about that Jones Side Zoom. We'll talk about that next time. Bye now. You don't have to go anywhere, because this is the Talk Beat Jones.